Dayton, Sarah Kramer. Stockton's Tatum Hamilton. That is lanes 1 through 8. Amongst this bunch, best time turned in the prelims, Emily Salmons from South Gray ran a 102.09.
Yeah, she's had a terrific year, Emily Salmons, South Gray, and had an opportunity to meet her a couple weeks ago at an awards banquet, and nice young lady, and she can run. Let's see how she does here.
400 meters, that is 1 lap around, and it'll be a good lap, hard lap to watch, and a fun lap to watch, as it looks like, at least in the early going, out in the early lead, looks like, Emily Salmons, in fact, has extended her lead very quickly. Getting a challenge from Paige Baird, about 200 meters to go here. On the outside, looking at the stagger, that's Tatum Hamilton from Stockton and Sarah Kramer from Dayton. You got to stay in your lane the entire way in the 400-meter dash. It's Emily Salmons here, extends her lead to 5 meters, now getting close to 10. Closest to her, Paige Baird from Almena Northern Valley. And South Gray's Emily Salmons is going to stride to the finish. In fact, she's going to save a little something for tomorrow.
That's a terrific run for Emily Salmons. And she, again, she's just had a terrific.
I think that's the pronunciation. She has false started. She is out of the race. Too bad for her. In Class 1A all-time, Sandra Myers from Little River, 1979, ran a 56.5. It still holds up.
I believe she's in the Kansas Sports Hall of Fame.
Now she is. I think she along with Jackie Stiles, multiple gold medals here.
Pretty much took their teams to team titles, I believe.
But headliners, just to continue the thought, yes, Kyler True, 3,200 meters, broke the old record by 13 seconds all time, state meet record. And then in the javelin, Courtney Hubert, girls javelin, becomes a 4-time gold medal winner at the event. She's headed to Wichita State. Those are our 2 big headliners so far in the early going of state track and field championships.
Kyler True has plenty more to run tomorrow, and if you want to see one of the best distance runners in the United States, Kyler True from 1A Opie.
Yeah, he is one of the smoothest runners that I've seen. There's lane 3, and this is Mabel Lugo from Golden Plains. She's getting chased by Megan Roque of Centralia, but Lugo from Central Plains. And now here comes Megan Koch. Koch trying to catch Lugo. 10 meters to go.
She may do it.
She may do it. So give Megan Koch the win from Centralia.
Top time in class.
So Dole, Aubrey Dewey, Carson Schultz, Brooke Reimer. In fact, I think we saw Carson Schultz earlier for an event here. This is her second event. I remember because I called her. I called her Karen briefly.
I believe she was in was she in the hurdles?
Carson Schultz from Wabaunsee. She made a name for herself and on part of this 400-meter team. 400-meter, at least running for her team in the 400 meters. She's out of Wabaunsee. Her time was 1:01.51, so she actually turned in the best time amongst this entire group in the Class 2A. But out to the outside in lane 6, this looks like, this is Aubrey Donnelly from Lincoln. And getting chased by Brooke Reimer. Reimer's in lane 5, but it's Meads, Reimer, and then Donnelly. Donnelly toward the finish. Donnelly has a nice lead. And Aubrey Donnelly takes a 5-meter lead, turns into 15 meters, and she's going to get under a minute. Looks like under a minute, at least closely. She may get very close to that 1-minute mark. Her best time was, and you are one and done. You head to the middle of the trek. That is a long trek. So with Samantha Vermetten out, Kelly Rhodes and Marcy Van Beekler become the favorites, at least in the second heat. Van Beekler is in lane 3 out of St. Mary's Colgan. In lane 5, Kiowa County's Kelly Rhodes. Rhodes with the easy stride, long stride. In lane 5, as you take a look, lane 1 is to the right of your screen. Lane 8 to the left side of your screen. If you're looking at home, 2A, 400-meter dash. And lane 6, in fact, like Smith Center's Bree Freeling.
So Bailey Holacek from SC in lane 7. Now falling back a little bit.
Kelly Rhodes, lane 5. This is going to be a pretty good finish. Kiowa County's Kelly Rhodes trying to hold off a challenge from Bree Freeling, as well as Marcy Van Beekler. And who's got it toward the finish? Van Beekler trying to hold on, but here comes, look at lane 6. Smith centers Bree Freeling, and Freeling is going to lean in. It looks like Freeling's going to win it. Smith center. And again, this is a preliminary race, unofficially. Underway, Class 3A 400 meters. We're in the girls' race. Girls' competition continues. Savannah Puckett from Humboldt is in lane 1. Hurla, McGuire, Tice, Ferguson, Witten, Price, and Leach among this race. 2 under a minute. That include Emerson Tice at a Garden Plain alongside Silver Lake's Alexandria Ferguson. Ferguson's in lane 5. Tice is in lane 4. And at the moment, this looks like Ferguson in the lead. She would be in lane 5. And getting a chase from Garden Plains, Emerson Tice. Can both of these competitors put it under a minute? But look at the smooth stride from Alexandra Ferguson to the finish.
Oh, what a good finish. What a good run.
She's going to be well under a minute. 57:58. She may be, and against the unofficial clock on the screen, looks like she's going to be under a minute. I wonder if Emerson Tice joined her. First heat, Class 3A. Tice of Garden Plains, second. Allison Ferguson, minutes ago. And then Lions, Julianne Snyder. Julianne Snyder from Lions is in lane 8. At that time, no false start.
Yeah,
that means both races in Class 3A will go without a false start. Unlike Class 2A, both false started, and then the second heat of Class 1A resulted in a false start and 1 disqualification. Good grouping here. Trying to join Tice and Ferguson, and it's Shea Ware from Sedgwick. Shea Ware in lane 4. Look at the long. She's wearing the red jersey, black bottoms, and then actually taking the lead on her, Hope Thiel from Remington. 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes over.
Sedgwick, Shea Ware.
And there's Ware and McDaniel. And then look at lane 3. It's a good race.
Paige
Lanes
McDaniel
3, 4,
from
5.
Wellsville.
McDaniel, Ware, Thiel toward the finish.
And Ware of Sedgwick with
McDaniel in lane 4.
McDaniel trying to catch her.
And then it's Ware. This is Ware. Shea Ware, girls 300 meter, 400 meter dash. And Ware's going to win it. Shea.
Styles have played for class.
Yeah, he had a daughter that was pretty good.
Yeah, she wasn't bad.
And pretty good track and field athlete as well.
Yeah.
Showing some records still here at Cessna Stadium.
And tennis and
Yes.
cross country and about everything else.
But her dad is living up to her name right now as he's won, I think, 4 in a row state basketball championships as we are off and running.
And again, we will run in lanes. That's why you see the stagger. And as they get down to the end of the backstretch, you'll see how that is made up when they get through the corners here. Wendelin from Scott Community looking good. Out on the outside, that's Tara Davis of Nickerson. Now starting to fade a little bit and coming up on the inside. Here is El Dorado's Sydney Howland. And Howland starting to take control a little bit.
He's got a long stride coming down the stretch. Getting a little challenge there on the in lane 5 from Sophie Jones from Paola.
And Jones starting to try and give a challenge. Now Howland accelerates a little bit, and at the lean at the tape will take the win.
She gets ready in the blocks. Clean start. We've had it's been clean starts all the way this afternoon. Unlike this morning when we had several false starts.
We had Stotts of Tonganoxie deciding she's going to try to steal this and get off to a fast start. Stotts still pushing hard, making up the stagger in the first lane. Here is Wilson Stover as well. Now starting to fade a little bit, but Stotts still digging. And in lane 4.
Let's see if Johnson makes her move, and yes, she takes the lead coming down the stretch. Cassidy Johnson.
Just look at her arm swing, nice and smooth. It's exactly what you want in the quarter, very relaxed. Does not have to fight the wind like you normally would here, and just cruising away.
I notice when someone has a good run like that, it looks like they always run. That makes us see what makes us see what Newton does tomorrow, if they can top that.
Well, and the wind is supposed to be down tomorrow compared to what it is today.
And I would assume there's even a little more adrenaline with in the finals. I'm not sure if that what that translates to, but
a little bit of a wait. Now we're ready to go.
In the starters for today, Don Weens, Mark Isom, Brad Clark, and Kurt Conrad.
Mark Isom is going to step down and step away from track after this, and been a long-time starter, good friend, good person. He will certainly be missed. Does it well. This is Gossman of Lenexa St. James. Looking smooth. We're in lane 3. Victoria Robinson of Lansing also looking good. And here comes Gossman. Out in lane 5. Being challenged by Robinson in lane 3, but Gossman is looking pretty strong, Leon. I think she's going to hang on here.
And surprising, she, again, Hannah Turner with the best time coming in, but Emma Gossman.
It got a little close there at the end. Robinson trying to make a race of it. Right there in lane 4. A little time getting settled. That is Gaston in lane 2. Now she's ready to go. And we're away. Second heat of the women's 5A 400-meter dash. And it is Atonowitz and Wurtenberger trying to make up the stagger as they head down the backstretch.
Well, you're right about Atonowitz and their height. Long legs coming down. Stretch.
Good arm swing.
Far sideline, or the far stretch, I should say.
That is Owens starting to fade a little bit. Atonowitz is out in front as they.
That's where we often see that
stretch.
lane 4 runner make the move and take the lead, and certainly she does.
Atonowitz is out comfortably. It's going to be a big fight for second place, that second automatic bid. That is in lane 3. That is Ariane. Kia Ariane. It looks like she may have hung on.
Which is the winner.
Or did Ashley Wurtenberg, Highland Park Scotty, that record?
Watch for Yasmin Wright in lane 4. Evan Cerati in lane 5. Humphreys in lane 3. Wright, of course, a great middle distance runner as well.
And as they're off and running, we'll keep our eye again on Yasmin Wright. But again, there's some great times in this field, in this preliminary heat. As here they come around the first turn on the backstretch. Looks like Yasmin Wright in the lane 4, getting out to the lead. Coming right at us. Actually, she's pretty even right there with that's Evan Cerati from Lawrence High. Again, in lane 4, Yasmin Wright, and that's right about the moment. Lane 4 will make the move if they can, and she does. And Wright, the Hutchinson Salt Hawk, looks like she is on her way to victory in this 400-meter dash heat. And finishing behind her was Evan Cerati.
It was so close to the gun, I really don't think she had much choice right there. And
Anna Heron from Blue Valley.
And she sees her 400-meter effort come to an end. So we're down to 7 runners.
By the way, Crystal Mosley from Wichita Southeast has the fastest time in the state in the 200 and here in the 400, 55:48. And also ranks top 10 all time in Kansas history. But again, plagued by injuries, will be looking for her first state title or maybe 2.
So she is not having any trouble so far, easing away in lane 4.
Lane 4 in the gold.
In lane 6, that's Lauren Graham of Blue Valley North trying to hang on, but Mosley very relaxed, very smooth, and most of all, very, very fast. And here comes Bernie of Hutchinson. Bernie of Hutchinson trying to take one of the spots away, or check that. That is Holman of Junction City. Holman of Junction City in lane 5.
And one of the many fine athletes, female athletes from Junction City in the meet. And Crystal Mosley on her way to winning this heat. I think she's just kind of slowing down. Save something maybe for tomorrow.
No reason to expend energy. It is hot out here,
yeah.
And you start getting into some of these higher races, the 400, the 800, and on up, and the heat starts becoming a little bit of a factor. So
Morgan in lane 5, lane 6 is Osborne's Colin Grabust. Billy Lida from Colony Crest in lane 8. William Peters, he is from Hanover. That is your lane 1-8 through assignments. But not much difference between the top 16 here. In fact, got a freshman in the group, and Billy Lida. Lida is just a freshman, the youngest, and he is running in this heat. You mentioned Lida. He is in lane 7. He's off to a pretty good start, but look at lane 6. 6 is Powers to the front. That's Colin Graybest of Osborne, and then Hodgman County's Trevor Morgan right beside him. Lane 6 is Colin Graybest from Osborne. And Trevor Morgan making a move now in lane 4. Lane 4, lane 6. Jordan Raby, Colin Graybass. Raby from St. Francis in lane 4.
And to the inside is Grable of South.
And look at Colin Graybass in lane 6, trying to make a move. See if Jordan Raby can hold him off here, coming down the stretch.
Yeah,
Lane 4.
Yeah, Griebel from lane 3 making a move. Griebel, lane 3, Griebel.
Maybe he hears that every once in a while. I don't know.
Well, yes, he's in that age group where he may not hear that. That'd be more our age group than his.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't. Could be true. Might not be true. I'm not really sure.
I really don't know anymore.
So again, we're watching Class 1A. This is the second heat. Boys 400-meter dash. All-time, Craig Bandman of Gossel ran a 48.29. It did so in 2009. Gossel's Craig Bandman, a 48.29. That's held up since 2009. Espinoza Brown, Salas, and Kisner. Salas in lane 3. Good start for him. He's out of Santana, ran a 52.65.
Looking good in lane 4,
yeah,
too.
Lane 4, that's Colin
Kisner.
Kisner. There is no competitor in lane 1 worth noting, so you kind of slide your lane assignments over. So that actually is Colin Kisner from Victoria.
Well, this is impressive.
Man, look at him. He runs upright. And looks like he's got a little bit of left in the tank here. Last 100. Last 40 meters.
He came in with the best time overall in Class 1A, and kind of demonstrates why. Good run. For college football, it would be certainly considered old and outdated. I mean, it's
they'd have to do some work on it.
They haven't had Division I, but boy, you're right. It just comes to life in the spring for this track and field.
Setting the blocks, Trey Summers, Josh Hayes, Dimitri Tolis, Zabel, Farber, Cooper, Dickey, and Allman. Stanton County's Trey Summers, fastest time, Class 2A amongst this group. Salina Sacred Heart's Jacob Farber. As the first heat, the boys' 400-meter dash is underway.
Also look out for Logan Zabel in lane 4 out of Smith Center.
There, in fact, he is on the right side of your screen. Lane 1 is to the right. Lane 8, as we take a look at the backstretch, is to the left side.
Long hair flowing, and see if he can get it going here. He has the best seat time coming in here.
Farber from Sacred Heart, Smith Center's Logan Zabel. Zabel falling behind now is in lane 2. This is Josh Hayes from St. Mary's Colgan. Hayes trying to stride out. Getting a challenge out of lane 5, Jacob Farber for Salina Sacred Heart. And it's going to be lane 2. Josh Hayes is going to hold on. Josh Hayes.
Yeah, we pay so much attention to these better times, and a guy like that just comes out of almost nowhere.
Hayes wins it. St. Mary's Colgan can do it. Maybe not on Friday, but on Saturday, 50 seconds. And even better than that, try to break 48.
Just got to make sure you get to Saturday. Had clean starts to the last few races. Hope I didn't jinx that, but so we get ready for this start.
David Barron's in lane 3. Dion Dyke from Republic County is in lane 4, and Dion Dyke gets off to a good start. Jesse Staples of Smith Center is in lane 3. Dion Dyke from Republic County. Lane 5, which is 4th from your left, That belongs to Jesse Staples out of Smith Center. He's had a good race so far, but look at that.
Yeah, Dion Dyke making a move on the inside there.
Dyke decided he'd had enough. Look at Dyke, 150 meters to go. Dyke extends a 5-meter lead to 10, now 15. And look at Dion Dyke getting some encouragement for the crowd as he's going to pump it on home. Dion Dyke.
Man, that was like he got a little slingshot action coming around that turn and just boom.
Well, he
shot away from everybody.
Olpe beat the state record by 13 seconds in the 3,200 meter. That was the first race of the first race from Class 1A as far as the boys are concerned. There were girls that already run, but very early in the morning on just absolutely perfect conditions to run. That was a 3,200 meter run. This is the last, at least for now, of the 400 meter dashes, and includes a pretty good group. In Class 3A, West Franklin's Jason Marnell, Hoisington's Brenner Donovan, Wathena, Riverside, Trezez Wilkinson, Brown, Henson, Quinlan, Polly, and Brandon Gray. Nice look, nice start. Lane 6 belongs to Shane Quinlan. He's out of Perry LeCompton. He has the early lead, holding off Norton Community's Tyus Henson, and Tanner Brown from Russell also right there. Shane Quinlan from Perry LeCompton, and now here comes Norton Community's Tyus Henson. Henson headed toward the finish, 100 meters to go. He's got the lead. Trying to get a challenge here from Tanner Brown. Looks like Tyus Henson.
Henson running very well as Brown trying to chase him there, just could not catch up.
Henson from Norton Community wins it. He's first place. His seed time was Stead's Adam Sigwig. Excuse me, I checked the pronunciation. Sigwing out of Halstead. And then Wellsville's Alex Hosford, Brayton Stromgren from Osage City. Let's listen in for the gun and the start of the second heat. There's the gun, and we're off. Best time here is a sub-50 400-meter guy in Ellsworth's Caden Davis. He'll be in lane 4. I'll be interested to see how he just saw young Norton Community's Tyus Henson set a sub-50. I wonder if he'll try to match it.
Caden Davis out to a pretty good start.
Long stride.
Lane 4 as they will be coming around that first or back turn, and see if he pulls away here.
Big arm swing. Looks like he's swimming.
Yeah, he looks like he may take it away here.
Davis, good Davis. Davis catches up with a stagger. Adam Sigwing in lane 6. This race for the moment belongs to Caden Davis. Davis getting a challenge, though, from lane 3. This is Pedro Ordonez. And it looks like Caden Davis. Davis pulls away. Davis is going to win the second heat in Class 3A of the boys' 400-meter dash.
Carney in lane 4 of the fastest seed time, the Rose Hill Rocket. Let's see if he can live up to the nickname here.
That is Carney in lane 4. Just to the left of center in your screen. And away in the first heat of the boys 400 in Class 4A. Looks like Tristan Guerrero trying to get away quickly. Carney back a little ways. Looks like he is laboring a little bit. Carney trying to get back in the fight. We'll see if everybody else has just been getting out a little bit quicker. Carney now trying to close the gap a little bit. Here he comes.
Carney, a big guy running in this 400.
He takes up the whole lane.
And he is making up some space out there right now as he is making the move.
Here comes Carney on the outside. Guerrero trying to give chase, but he is fading. Trying to hang on for second place. Quickly coming up on the outside, that is Martin, who made it very close for second place. But it is Joshua Carney of
the finish line quicker? Or?
I think so.
Can you do that?
I used to tease one of my kids, Matthew Wright, the son of somebody we know well, John Wright.
Oh, yes, John. I just saw John downstairs.
And had the privilege of coaching that young man to an All-American 4x800 meter relay team at Hutchinson Community College. And his feet were, well, you could ski on them.
And here we go. And let's see where Corey Minks in that lane 4. Looks like he's taking the lead out of May South. Yeah, now we look at lane 6 is Tyler Fletcher from Paola. Come around that far side.
Boy, look at Mings turn it on coming out of the corner. He is really trying to pour it on now.
I've seen this so often. The guys out of that lane 4. Well, look at him. Pumping those arms, baby.
Big arm swing as they head to the finish line. And it is
Tyler Fletcher. No.
And so it is Patch, Hudson, or check that. Atkins, Wilson, Roletter, Marshall, Secord, Ashford, Golden, Hebert. In this first of 2 heats in the Class 5A 400-meter preliminaries.
In Conrad Marshall in lane 4 with he would be the favorite based on the seed time. And there he is coming down the back stretch, pretty strong. Blue Valley Southwest, really a new high school, but already has won some state championships in several sports already. Baseball a couple years ago.
Tommy Secord is running alongside him from Emporia.
Marshall, Valley Southwest with the lead here.
Conrad Marshall, Conrad of a K, coming down the stretch. Can he hold off Tommy Secord from Emporia? It's going to be close. That situation, Rod, both are 1 and 2. They know they're going to qualify. Is there
maybe want to get this done and get out of the sun and start to relax a little bit?
In the second heat of the preliminaries for the Class 5A 400-meter dash on the boys' side of the track here at Cessna Stadium. This one's just taking a little bit longer to start than the other races have. Here we go.
Went up out of the blocks a little bit late, Jordan Walker, but he is out there. And look, outside that is Diggs.
These races have all seemed to have the same pattern. The guy, the favorite, top seed in lane 4, and in this case it is Jordan Walker. And usually they make that move on that final turn.
Is that Beeson out there?
West, he ranks number 9 in Kansas.
And that would be.
Check that. That is lane 5.
I believe that's Devin Diggs.
Or that's Devin Diggs.
Devin Diggs, and let's see if Jordan Walker can catch him. He'll come down, and again, if he's finished his second, he qualifies automatically. And
Walker's going to need to do something because he's getting a challenge on the outside from Finley Flowers, who nearly pipped him at the finish line.
Let's see how that came out.
5 from Olathe Northwest, Shawnee Mission West, Michael Patterson in lane 6. Olathe East is Tyler Heidebrecht in lane 7. And in lane 8, it's Nathaniel Hubbard of Garden City.
And just in time for the start.
Boy, is that Heidebrecht out quickly. Heidebrecht really moving, and also in lane 5, here comes Lacey.
Brandon Denman right there too, I believe. And
it is.
As they come around, I think he just took the lead.
Coming up on the inside, that is Starr from Lawrence Free State. Or check that, that is teammate Phillips from Lawrence Free State.
And Brandon Denman with Julian Lacey taking the lead from Olathe Northwest. And he's going to win this race. They finished 1 and 2.
Now Lacey making a little bit of a statement right there on Brandon Denman. But both will move on.
See what the younger Harvey can do in lane 5, right next to Hayden Goodpasture.
See Goodpasture just at the top of the black score and timing box, occupying lane 4. Harvey out there in lane 5 in the silver and black as we are underway. And that Leon is Goodpasture trying to make up the stagger quickly. Also, that is Bill Patterson of Shawnee Mission West.
And Goodpasture passing Harvey in the back stretch, and looks like he's got a good pace and good form going. And again, going that final turn and coming out of that lane 4, you expect him to be in the lead.
Ninth Nice, smooth stride.
Holly
Coming out of the
McGee
final
and
corner.
lane 7 out there in the gold on the far left of your screen. And Hayden Goodpasture coming down the stretch here in lane 4, your leader.
McGee, Wichita Southeast. Now
He
here
heads to the
comes
line and eases
Baker
his way
Hutchinson.
in to the finals.
We're underway in the finals of the 6A boys triple jump.
So Waldo, a 49.30. Goodpasture settles for second at 49.40.